Ben, do you want to say hi to yourself? Yes! Okay, bye. Hi, guys. How do I get to join? Okay, I think you have to request, because I can't get you to go on here. I don't see that you requested. It says I have no requests. Go away. Hi, guys. Hi.
Hey.
Yes, I do solo lives. I have
Who
recently.
said no?
Like, I think, well, I don't do them very often, but I do them every once in a while. I did, not this last week because we were on vacation, but like, I think the week before that. Kate hasn't been doing solo lives either. But this is for our podcast, so it doesn't make any sense for us to do our lives solo because it's Kate and Kat Live podcast. So, have you talked to Diamond today? Is he coming on?
Yes,
Okay.
I have. It's really weird. I guess I should have messaged him right before this, but we talked like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, no, it should be fine. What part of Florida are you in, Just Rocket Coach? It's funny, the whole time we were in Connecticut, my sister kept going, it's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain today. And we were like, okay, sure it is.
That sounds great.
It never did. It didn't until we were leaving. Thanks. It was on my wish list. Someone got it for me. It's this is what I do for you're in Orlando? So Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please apply the Tesla Weather X to this. Hey, there's Night Diamond.
Hey,
I think you have to request to come on, Night.
it's on the bottom camera, I believe.
There we go. No. And then Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please apply all like weather control releasing healings that are available.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Good night.
I was just working on helping someone work with the Orlando weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you both for having me. Like, this is really exciting. And really
Kate
cool.
was like, what do you think of having nighttime? And I was like, yes! That sounds great. I think that's a great idea.
I'm excited. Thank you all so much. I love you both.
We freaking love you too.
Yeah, well.
Thanks.
So what are you working on, baby? What do you want to work on? I told Kate, I said, you know what, Night Diamond's actually pretty perfect because he's been working on all of his own personal stuff for so very fucking long that all of that like real intrusive on the camera things that are like sometimes uncomfortable, you've already worked for through the majority of those.
Totally.
So I was like, I think that would be a great person to have on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm really open, doing anything and being as vulnerable as possible, doing whatever we need to do. And hopefully whatever we do helps, other people too, whatever.
Gross. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Others. Ew.
Ew.
Also, I apologize in advance. My chair is very squeaky. So just
I didn't even notice until you said something. Now I'm going to be thinking about it. Oh my god, there goes Knight's chair again.
Her swing chair is always making noise anyway, so she wouldn't even fucking notice. Like, Ben will be like, that fucking chair. No, he won't. It'll be fine. Spirit doesn't do that.
It's also, it's so funny because, but even before you messaged me, Kate, like, I had 2 dreams in a row before. Kat, you were in both of the dreams. And
Sorry,
it was really...
I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, it's all good. It was so funny. First one, you were just talking to my mom, y'all were just chilling, and which was really funny because I had
I'm
walked my
like
mom.
I'm like Young Gravy. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
No, that's a lot of like yeah, a lot of that generation's into Young Gravy. Like that's true. Yeah. No, but yeah, like I was walking my mom through like some of the healings and stuff like that, like which is really cool. And she's really open to all of that, and I think it's been really helping. So it made sense to me that in my mind, you and her were talking probably like, doing healings. And then the second dream, you invited me over to your house, and we were all just chilling, and I was in a swivel chair, and y'all were playing video games, and in my mind, like everyone had special like magic abilities. Well, you all do, but just like y'all were all these video game characters, like casting spells and stuff. It was cool. It was fun. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that.
So real life. It was like real life.
Yeah, it was like real life. Yeah.
So, like,
And then
are you gonna come visit or something?
Yeah, are you coming to visit? Be
Is
careful,
that
we
what
kick
you're
people here.
I would be so down, like to come visit and play games and cards and video games and try all the universal yums. Like that's honestly, if y'all could make longer videos of the Universal Yum series, like that, that would.
Well, it's hard because like I tried doing the pause and then start, pause, start, but all of the funny stuff happens in the pause parts. And so it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna hit play and we're only gonna get through 2 stacks, but it's a 3 minute long video, so fucking whatever.
Yeah, I'm always like, I need more Universal Yums content because it's like, yeah, but
It's once a month, okay? Talk to Universal Yums. Tell them you want more.
yeah, no, absolutely. It was also so funny because Kate, you did that no healing, like you were talking about that no healing, and it was just like such a weird thing, a cool synchronicity or whatever, because that whole day I was literally in my mind thinking, I'm just gonna say no, like I'm just gonna say no, like to my intrusive thoughts and to all of the things, and then you made that TikTok, and I felt like it was made for me, and then I noticed my freaking face in the corner, and I was like, oh my god, it was, like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I don't know why I do that. I just channel people's faces. It's like, wow, that's real weird. Thanks, Spirit.
I feel like my mind, like I genuinely like you will post things, and it will be like the exact thing that I was needing that day or working on that day. Like it always lines up, and it's always so funny.
Yay!
I did a silly video today where it was just like these categories. It's kind of like categories, and it just gave you a letter, and you had to like choose the thing. And there was a couple of things that I was stuck on, and people were like, "I was yelling at my phone." I was like, "You probably helped me because I don't fucking know." That shit was stuck.
I was my phone. No, yeah, I was like lacrosse.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, thanks, guys, lacrosse." I'm like, "It's that fucking word."
Yeah, honestly, I think you did better than me. I would not have known like half of them. I thought you did.
Yeah, but I had 7 or 8 people telling me the answers, so it's cheating.
In regards to like what to work on today, like I do have, there are things that I think we could work on, but I almost feel like maybe we just go with whatever the most impactful thing is right now, or because there's a couple of different things, that I think that would be helpful. Like there's some physical health things, there's some mental health things, but maybe we should just go with whatever is the most impactful point or wherever we're guided to.
There's a thing behind you that's looming that you have put back there because you don't want to look at it.
You're right about that. It's this way, right? This corner? It's over here?
I was thinking it looks like here.
It's like it's like all here.
Like a crown.
I don't like to be in this space very much because it's like this room, like this dining area is kind of dark, and I sometimes like feel like there's something here. But like I do, I do my house cleanse, like I try to make it sometimes, I try to make it like a
Why are you not accepting it?
That's a good question. I feel like I look at it quite often, and I kind of coexist, but I know like you always say like, oh, like just ask why it's there, or I kind of assumed maybe it was like I couldn't tell if it was like, yeah, like if it was my own team or if it was
try merging with it.
The thing behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your thorny crown.
Like that's Spirit, if it's my highest good, please merge me with the entity behind me.
That thing looming over me. It's me. It's 7-year-old Night.
Mr. Worldwide. Um, I feel.
Ow, that hurts.
I feel. Oh no! Are you getting? I had COVID last week. Getting my COVID.
No, she's clearing.
Yeah.
And I can only speed it up so much.
Should I try calibrating us and returning us to the correct dimension?
I have to go spit. I'll be right back.
Ooh. Okay, so I got 2 things: that it was your thorny crown and that it was 7-year-old Night.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
how long have you been in that house?
We've been in this apartment now for since 2020, since about January of 2020. We
So,
moved here
COVID.
started before the pandemic hit.
Okay, that
And
makes sense. Did
it's
you
been,
start healing at the beginning of COVID?
honestly, 2020 through now has been like this huge, like, journey for me, both with like, my spirituality, getting in touch with my abilities, getting in touch with who I am, really just like reflecting on everything. It's been, I would say for the most part, really good. Like I had a very, like, I'm very thankful for the years that I've had. These last 3 years have been really, really, really reflective, really, transformative, really good, for the most part. But a lot of
So
healing.
I asked Kat because I was like, so 2 things I got, and that was a thorny crown and that was 7-year-old Night behind you. And he was like, oh, okay. And I said, so how long have you been in that house? And he said, since January 2020, which was the start of COVID. And then I was like, well, is that when you started your healing journey? And he said, yes. So I don't know if that was like the biggest thing or if there's like a core memory at 7.
There's a lot at 7.
Okay, because you just like threw it away. You were like, no.
Night, when you merged in with it, I threw up.
Okay.
Like, I come close to throwing up. People see me, and I literally threw up my enchilada. Like, it's gone. It's out of my body.
Was it as good on the way out?
Sorry
Yes,
for
but it
I'm
was
so
mixed with
sorry.
Mio. Acai Mio. So it was a really interesting flavor.
That's really interesting. I've definitely done, I feel like, the most work on my inner child. Like that, like I've talked to young me, like I feel like, quite a lot. Like that's why I really appreciated that healing, to copy and paste everything you did to your inner child, to your teen. Because I did a lot with my younger self, because that's where a lot of my issues started. Around 7, 8, like 9, those years were when a lot of my like really big stuff happened, or like my mental health stuff really started. I even have really interesting memories because I've done work, like so much work. I have memory of myself talking to myself when I was young, but I didn't me then. I just remember talking to this man, like the that kind of looked like me, and talking to him and being like, I'm not doing well, and like all, and I didn't make the connection until like 2020, 2021 of like, oh shit, that was me talking to me, like, but
that happens a lot.
But that's interesting that 7-year-old me has been. I wonder why, he's been here. Like,
it reminds me, like you said, with the video game. Do you know the little girl with the big shadow monster as their shadow?
What game is that? But yeah,
is that Biosphere?
Oh, BioShock.
Bioshock.
Big Daddy.
But this one was the little girl with the big shadow. So it wasn't Bioshock, but it was, she looked a lot like that. And it might just be in like cartoons. Amethyst keeps calling me and she's not going to stop. So if it keeps interrupting, like me hitting end doesn't do anything. Like she'll just be like, calling again, my 8-year-old. That's connected somehow because it's round 7, 8.
And you said that it's like a thorny crown, right?
Except it's inverted towards your head.
Yeah,
that
like
makes sense to me.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. That was
Totally.
really bad key.
Like I know we worked on, getting, for instance, that like I know, I like, for instance, we worked on getting that like Venom tar monster. We kicked that shit out of me during the session.
Yeah,
And
but this is different.
yeah. Um,
That was an old lady female thing from what,
I,
the 30s or 40s?
yeah. hmm This
And also, have you ever seen the movie? What the fuck movie was that? Where you were the muscle guy?
Sin City, I was,
I love that movie.
yeah, that's definitely, up my alley. Like that type of movie. Like, yeah, it was really cool.
He
Um,
was the muscular guy with the band-aids everywhere that had to take medicine because he was like,
Marv what was his name? Why don't
yeah,
like
I think
was
so,
that it?
Marv. I think so.
And he, like, had this big heart, and but he did so much. Like, he did so much, but got accused and blamed wrongly. He died basically for people misunderstanding him, which
Hmm.
I work on in my work in my current life. Just but yeah, it makes sense that the crown is inverted because a lot of my issues were the OCD monster. Like, my OCD is like this, just like this monster that has constantly, will throw intrusive thoughts and images into my head. It's something that I do constantly work through, and I've done a lot of work on, but it's something that I do still have. Like,
How do
it's
you
something.
make people tell the truth?
How do I make people tell the truth?
This is something I've recently discovered with my own intrusive thoughts. How do you make people tell the truth? Is there a version of you that forces people to tell the truth? Kat's would be like the sword of Michael. That would be one of her things. So, like, if she had intrusive thoughts, she could stick her sword through it. I have a form of me that would torture people into telling the truth and would put bamboo shoots underneath their fingernails and shove them into their fingernail. And so that
I'm
would,
this as you said this. Like,
yeah.
that's funny.
So
Yeah.
that's what I do to the thoughts, and then they magically disappear. So, how do you force people to tell the truth? Like, if you were to just ask Spirit.
Um, Spirit, please show me or help me understand how I force.
You beat the shit out of them.
I beat the shit out of them.
So what is that, like a fist of fury? What the fuck is this? What
The,
is
the fist of truth.
the fist of truth?
Ooh, you fist him to death, sorry.
So I saw a TikTok and it was like a little snippet of Katya and Trixie.
Yeah.
And I told Kate about this
Oh,
one, but it was like, how can you? Trixie was like, did you know you can tell if someone's gay by asking them to show them your nails? No, no. It was like, if they're not gay, they go like this. If they are gay, they go like this. And it's just me fisting.
mhm, mhm.
For everyone in the podcast, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that just because I was thinking about my nails a lot today. So that's just funny. Yeah.
I can't leave them. I can't leave mine alone
I
during
have.
this live.
Yeah.
So you would fist them to death, right?
I guess so. Not
Use.
I don't actually put hands on people. Just to clarify.
Well, I don't put bamboo shoots underneath people's fingernails.
I don't stab people with swords.
I don't know
But
if y'all
thanks,
noticed
Knight.
this, but we don't
Thanks
do
for clarifying.
in this physical life, at least.
You guys, Knight doesn't actually hit people, but Kate and I.
Oh, I don't know. Questionable.
If that makes I know I have like a guide who also like very big on like hand stuff, like elements with hand, like healing hands and justice hands, like divine justice hands, like which you told me about. Like, my guide who's the play has like these justice hands, so that makes sense to me.
Mm.
That
Okay, that lines up. Beautiful King says, I feel like you punch people's lies until it comes out truthfully. So it's not punching people, it's punching people's lies, which is what I got also. And that's kind of what Kate was talking about. Like, I don't stick my sword in people, I stick it in intrusive thoughts or in, whatever. And
Same
just
with the
like Kate,
bamboo shoot. Yeah, yeah.
yep, Kate has like a bubble pop healing, which I feel like is connected to the bamboo shoots.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Tends to be like, I think I
try
do
it.
see people. I think I do like,
Well, where do you want him to do it, Kate?
What's your most recent intrusive thought? Like, when was it?
This morning.
yeah. I think all the time, every day. Like, um, it's yeah, probably.
Sorry. Beautiful King. Yes, punching thing. Tell the truth now. Just funny to put it in a visual.
Should I
Okay.
apply like my punching hands to my intrusive thoughts, like that?
From this morning.
Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please apply my
Knight's Fists of Fury. I don't know.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's yours.
my fists of truth,
Yeah.
my intrusive thoughts that I had this morning.
Ding, 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 ding.
I feel it. I
just want to say, Beautiful King, your image on Instagram is so different than your one over on TikTok. It's like two different sides of you. It's really interesting. I like seeing everybody's little
person
icons.
Become this person.
honestly, like me live is like a really big deal for me because I do have.
Knight, do you have headphones?
I
Earbuds?
want me to get them.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Kat talks or I talk, neither your voice.
We can't hear you.
Yep. Because you don't have headphones.
Oh, okay. Well, I have Bluetooth headphones. Will that work?
We don't know.
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah. The people asking if they can use mine, where's yours?
You
Everybody
have your
has their own.
You have your own. So this is what Kate and I do. It's like we'll be like, oh my God, Kate, did you know you have? Or oh my God, Kat, did you know you have? And then as soon as Kate sees something in me, she'll go, Kat, did you know you have? Wait, what do I have? Or I'll go, Kate, did you know you have? Wait, what do I have? We all have similar things.
Yes. Okay. He's trying to do the. Oh, he was really still. And I was like, damn, he's concentrating real hard. He missed all of that.
It's okay. He's still frozen.
No,
Helen,
he's
that's
still
great.
concentrating super hard.
Am I frozen?
Wait.
Not anymore.
No. It was.
Am I good?
Now he's concentrating again. Okay. Laser focus, Whit says. Okay. Yep, it's all good. Yes.
Okay. Is that better?
Amethyst, go away. Sorry.
I just wanted to be on the phone.
She's gonna ask me something that's unimportant. She's already asked me all the things.
Am I better? Is my audio better?
Yes.
It's fine. I mean, like, it's not as loud as it was, but it's not cutting out and we can actually hear you. Your childhood self is still trying to get a hold of you. It's like the dark childhood self, the badass. See, like Amethyst, her little girl self and her monster form cohabitating in the same motherfucking vessel. Nights, not so much. There's still a part of you that thinks dark, ooh, bad. Cannot have that. Must fight the dark. Clean the dark. It's a part of you in many lives.
Your dark's extended warranty.
What'd you say, Kate?
Would you like to accept I said we would like to call you about the Dark's extended warranty. Yeah. So
That makes sense.
What are you gonna do about it?
Um, is it lagging on your end? Are we good on your end? Just making sure, because I feel like it might be.
No,
Sounds
it sucks. It sucks.
it's lagging, but it's not like terrible.
okay.
Laser
Let me know
focus.
let me know if I should leave and come back or make it better. Okay. Can you tell I have anxiety? um,
Okay, never mind. We forget about the Bluetooth headphones. I'd rather hear you only half the time than never at all. Take
Yeah.
them out. Take them out. Take them out.
Yep.
Thanks
Okay,
for
okay.
trying.
Okay.
He's gonna freeze again.
Laser focus.
The smile is so great. How do you do the eyebrow thing? I can't do
What?
it. Can you do one eyebrow, Kate?
No.
You better than I can.
I can't do it on this side. I can only do it this one.
You've got one fuckboy eyebrow. I want a fuckboy eyebrow. I don't have one. Yeah.
Yeah, we joke that it's like the trans guy face. Like, yeah, or like every photo booth, it's like this.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Wait.
yeah.
Sorry.
That reminded me of my nephew that we just met, Kate. A little bit.
Gross.
Um,
Because I was doing a picture that they usually send.
Mm.
Wait, here it is. There we go. Sorry.
Okay, Night. You even chose the name Night. And not only Night, you didn't choose it Night as in dark. You chose it Night as in like fencing night, like knight in shining armor.
mhm.
Like so close to the dark, but still like
Mhm.
why?
Night Diamond.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Something that it's true, like, the darkness thing, it is something that I really do like actively want to embrace, because to me, in my mind, darkness is empowerment, darkness is grounding, darkness is badass, like darkness is what I need, because
Like your
I
shirt.
yeah, like my shirt, like definitely, like
Is it
because
Eddie? What
it's
is it?
Elden Ring. Elden
Yeah.
Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring.
I love that game. But yeah, and I do think that my younger self was fearless. My younger self was, just a lot more like, I think it's something that
She was told, oh my God, this is my like serious motion lately. She was told that that part of her was scary, dark, and wrong.
yeah, definitely. I think that
So does that version of you, little child you, need to merge in with the shadow? Because you merged in with the shadow. Does that version of you need to merge in with the shadow?
probably, I think that
You want
that-
to take her hand and like,
oh yeah, do you mind if we use he, him pronouns for little me?
oh, for little me
Yeah.
too? Sorry, I apologize. My child likes to do the opposite.
No worries at all.
My apologies.
Yeah, no, all good. But no, yeah, I think that would be good, because like that version of me, like, he thought he was bad, he thought he was dirty, he thought he had to,
Yeah, and he wasn't.
Yeah. No, he wasn't at all. It's like, it's the OCD. Really, I obsessed. It caused a lot of issues. Like,
Go into that a little bit more because
yeah, basically, starting from around like 8, 7. This is something I've been trying to heal for so long, but around 7, 8, 9, like, something happened where I started to think I was like, I wasn't raised religious at all. Like, I really wasn't raised with like a really like, you're good, you're bad, that kind of thing. But it just came like, and what happened was I started to think I was bad. Like, I started to think that I was sinful, like that I was going to go to hell.
I remember this.
I started to, my legs would shake. I would lay on the floor and be like, is this really happening? My whole body would shake, thinking about what my OCD would do is basically, for instance, an example is I have a memory from like third grade where someone drew the teacher as a witch, like in a negative, like in a bad light. I didn't do it, but my OCD would whisper in my ear, like, you did it. You did this. You must have done this. And then I would freak out and I would get anxious, like, no, I didn't. I wouldn't do that. I would literally be fighting with this thing that would tell me that I was bad, that would tell me that, oh, like, you did something wrong. Like anything I did, like anything I did, like you said a bad word, I would test it out. Like I would say a cuss word under the water, and this thing would come and tell me like, I was gonna like go to hell and all these things for that. It was normal, normal like sexual things too as a kid, like being curious about other people's like, having doctor moments with like other kids or normal things that every like little kid does or thinks about. That really got ingrained in me as like, oh, like I'm sinful, I'm evil, I'm bad, like, which is really interesting because it did not come from my home life. Like it didn't come from anywhere like other than this like thing that probably was either past life related or like it just took over, which I had no, like there was no rhyme or reason
There's
why.
this weird thing, because I know we've looked at it before, but there's like this weird game of telephone to where there's a disconnect of like it trying to remind you of some like, and you hearing it as it's some kind of weird communication thing. It reminds me of kind of when Kate and I talk sometimes, and like I was talking about a situation as an example. I was talking to Kate an example. God dang it. I was talking to Kate about a different person, a different situation, and I literally said, gross Kate. But it was almost as if I was saying gross to that situation, but like as if the Kate was me looking at her like, oh my God, that person's gross. Like that whole thing is gross. But
Uh-huh.
what it looked like on the screen, quite literally, clear as day, is gross Kate. Why the fuck would Kat call me gross? Kat called me gross, and both of us were so disgusted at that text message, we threw our phones.
We both did. We didn't even know.
Yeah. We're both like why? But we would never like do
Yeah,
that to each other.
yeah.
So there's this weird disconnect of what is being said to you by this monster and how you're perceiving it. Are you getting something similar, Kate?
I'm seeing the things and you're feeling the things. So it's like you're getting the messages behind what I'm seeing. So it's interesting because
Oh.
it's like as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that is what this is. You know what I mean? It's like, um, okay. So at first it looked like a genie in a bottle, and I was like, oh, so you're like Aladdin or something? And then it's like
Have you ever seen the Monster High movie 13 Wishes?
Man,
me
Anybody?
or night.
Night.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I.
Okay, it's Genie in the bottle, but the genie has a sister and it's her shadow. Okay, go on.
Is your sister a witch, bro? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually makes a lot of sense, but it's like it kept saying no to like, oh my God, so you're like Aladdin. It's like no. And I was like, but there's a genie, and it's like it literally looks like a genie whose
Mm-hmm.
lamp you rubbed or whatever the fuck
Mm-hmm.
this is, and it's like a oh my God, thank you so much for getting me out of there. You're mine is what it looks like, but not like in a I don't know, not like in a takeover exorcist kind of way.
So the whole movie of that movie, everybody is like, like the genie is like, don't listen to my sister Wisp. Like she's trying to get control. She's trying to make you do this. Like don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. And it's like it whispers into people's ears and like it has them make a wish that seems like it's like oh, like gross or selfish or whatever the fuck. But really, the whole thing is like there was an entrapment, there was a mirror, there was like this broken thing. I don't remember the exact thing, but of course, Wisp was misunderstood, and
Yeah.
it's not exact. She wasn't trying to be evil. It was
Right.
just another half that was like misunderstood, but it was very much a whispering thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the shadow? Okay, so this genie thing, Kate, that you're seeing,
Hmm.
is it the shadow thing that is the genie thing?
It's on Knight's right shoulder, and it still is. Do you still have that?
What was the purpose? Do you still have it?
I definitely still have like I guess we're talking about, I call it the OCD, my OCD monster. I do
Mhm.
still have it. It's something that I kind of coexist with, but it's also something that, like when I do tarot, for instance, it shows up as the devil, as the circle, like the O. Like the chains are like the OCD, and it's something I'm trying to break free of.
Why do you call it OCD monster?
So it's like my obsessive compulsive disorder.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing that's what I've like. It's for me. It's genetic. But it's something that's what I. The OCD monster is like obsessive thoughts, like obsessive intrusive thoughts, and then the compulsion side of things would be the things that I used to do to avoid thinking about or going to uncomfortable places. I have to learn to sit with the discomfort and just kind of face those fears and face the like kind of like figure out a way to not let OCD dictate my life is that kind of thing. Because my OCD is the thing that has in my mind since I was young. It's very all or nothing, very good or bad, very black and white. That's not how I am, but it's very like this is good, this is bad, and would basically tell me you're
Merge
bad.
them. Why don't you merge with your OCD monster?
Okay,
We can
yeah,
always undo it if it feels like fucking terrible. I know it's not, because I'm talking to it. But if you don't, like if it's just you don't like it at all, it's terrible, bad, whatever, we can always unmerge with it.
yeah. No, it's really just how I've identified what my experience more. Like it's just like, oh, this is kind of like this thing that I've
Okay,
grown.
I'm gonna let you know that your identification, that the things you worked really hard, like I just talked to Kate about this yesterday with like, you work really, we all do. We work really hard to understand ourselves, to learn the labels of what we are, to dismantle the labels of what we are. And then once we have like, okay, this is who I am. I'm finally okay with who I am. Oh, great, now that you're fine with it, let's change it. And it's like, I've already worked so hard on
Like
figuring this out.
process of
But
unlearning.
night, but night, if it's peaceful for you, even if it's something you've identified with for forever, can we try?
Yeah,
And like
totally.
Kate said, we can undo it if
Yeah,
not.
definitely. I'm super open for sure. Yeah, I'm totally open to like learning. I do think everything's a learning and unlearning. Unlearning so much, yeah, absolutely.
Every series I have, my old series on YouTube, there's always at least one video that I'm like, oh, that is not true anymore.
You're like,
Disclaimer,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
gross.
Mm-hmm.
So
Totally. So should I try merging with my should I try merging with my OCD?
merge them together first and
Okay.
then merge with it.
Merge my them together as in my OCD,
And your 7-year-old self?
my 7-year-old self.
There's a black and a white that needs to merge, and then it needs to go in to the 7-year-old self, and then all of that inside little him needs to go into you.
Okay.
So like the devil and angel on your shoulder, the white and the black.
I like to say I live in the gray, but I have
Uh-huh.
mhm, yeah.
Can
But
you
okay. Um, should I just say spirit if it's in my
do
head?
this? No. Put one on your hand, like get it off your shoulder, put it on your hand, bring it in front of you. Same. Introduce them to each other. Do you remember each other? And then see if they want to hug.
Definitely.
Okay. Because I was gonna say like get a long shirt, but I don't like that. That's horrible. That's forceful. So
Mhm.
if they want to hug, So put
They're
them on the
hugging.
Then why are
table
they
together.
shooting fire at each other?
Yeah, put them down on the table together. Kate
Okay.
sees them shooting fire at each other.
Okay.
Then why would they be doing that if they're like, oh my god, it's just bestie fire? Like, I don't know. Because it looks like you can merge them together. They're just shooting fire at each other. I don't know.
Okay.
Like a shield?
Take your little fingers and remove intrusive thoughts from both of them.
Okay.
Like this.
One of them is British. I cannot.
Uh,
You've removed the shits. That's
Okay.
great.
okay, now with your fingers, put remembrance on their heads.
Okay. Remembrance.
Hey, only one of them talks. So that's interesting.
Okay. Now what are they doing, Kate?
They're showing me that only one of them talks. The OCD monster is the only one that talks. Why is the other one holding their throat? Holding their throat. So it's like, it reminds me of the
Pull
Little
this
Mermaid.
pull this out of their little mouth. The thing that's stuck.
Is it the white one? Like the
Yes.
that one?
Yes.
Yes. The magic wand that looks
Pull
like
it
a
out of
toy
their throat.
wand.
Okay.
It was a toy wand. Whatever that means. Okay. Wow. Their voice is annoying. That's probably why. Like, I don't know if I'm looking at, like, not to me, to the other one. They're like, God.
Okay. Pull the things out of the dark one. Pull the things out of its ears.
Yes. Okay.
Kind of a little shit.
His voice has become more boisterous. So that'll be real fun. I guess because he can hear himself talk.
Mm-hmm. I do have like a bratty little energy as well as like a little angel energy. Like I was a
Okay.
that kind of thing when I was young.
Can you release the soul? I don't know what. Release the soul fragments between the two of them.
So like we're like playing with the borrowers or something. Like
It is.
This is how
Watson.
This is how I really do my soul fragment release in return. I do this.
Is it seriously?
Yeah, that's my gesture.
Oh my god! I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic. Okay.
I don't know if this is relevant. You know the singer Selena? La, 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 la.
Yeah.
One of them is singing Selena. So that's cool. I don't know. Oh, they might like do things in song.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of my guides do things in song and like, yeah.
I don't think they're guides. I think if this makes any sense to you, I think they're aspects of you. If that
makes
okay.
Totally.
Okay. So they're team members. I think that's the best way to put it, is team members.
Okay. Yeah.
This made me take a deep breath. Okay. It feels like you're about to orchestrate something. So it's like, Beethoven Symphony, go. Dun, 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 dun. This is making no sense. Do you know what to do? It's like,
hold on. I feel like
pictures. They're scattering around. Huh?
By Beyonce. I have Break My Soul by Beyonce stuck in my head right now. Just
do it. That's probably what it's talking about then. It's like orchestrate, King.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing something.
Orchestrating.
I know, we're trying to vibe. We're trying to vibe together.
Oh, it's like in Steven Universe, where they like dance together and then they merge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I love
gotcha.
Steven.
Gotcha.
It's funny because I do try to merge all my forms, but I feel like because I wasn't aware of them, I don't think I've ever like maybe merged like successfully with them because I didn't think like maybe I
Yeah, there were
do.
layers.
Mhm.
Okay, now you have to introduce Little Knight to them
Does
in
Little
their
Knight
merged form.
okay? Does Little Knight still have that thorn crown inverted on him?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
It's like I feel like in my mind, like there's so many things that pop. Like to me, it makes sense on a like my thoughts were like my thoughts when I was that age. Like that's when this like kind of
You've marked yourself as damned.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny because Kate has marked herself as toxic.
Hmm.
So
I
fix
don't
that shit.
know. Can you just touch it and destroy it
Should I touch it on myself or like on my younger self?
on your younger self first? Well, that's where it started, so it's
Hmm.
gonna ripple.
I think I'm holding it.
Can you fist it, please? Because you need to see the truth. You need to see
Okay.
this. Your 7-year-old self needs to see the truth. I know it's weird to do it on camera. It's okay. You could just say activate Knight's fist, truth
Um,
fist, whatever.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please activate my fists of truth on my younger self's thorny crown.
So this reminds me of a church song from church camp while you're doing that. And it's like, if I had a little white box to put my Jesus in, I'd take him out and mwah, 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 and share him with a friend. And if I had a little red box to put the devil in, I'd take him out and smash his face and do it once again.
That's
Sorry.
actually so accurate.
Spirit, please don't do that. Thank you.
I just don't want to hit. I don't want to hurt myself or hit myself in the face.
Kate does really well if you, her soul likes to get slapped around. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense to me. You know, everyone's into different. You know,
No. It's not kink.
no,
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
This is what gets the stuff done. You're not holding on to your head anymore. You took the crown off, but it's like you don't want to let it go. You just did. The food turned to ash in our mouths. That was the Pirates of the Caribbean quote. I don't.
It made something it made intrusive thoughts come down and out through my throat. I need to spit again. I'm just gonna swallow it because that's what ladies do.
Ew.
Sorry.
Were you watching it, Night? What were you doing?
Watching.
You looked
It hurts
down at something.
It hurts the back.
Oh, I have intrusive. I think I was just having intrusive thoughts. That sometimes I dissociate. Sometimes.
No,
Like,
there's, bruh, like you keep, first it was the crown, and now you literally just sprouted bony, like shitty wings out of your back.
Yeah, it hurts.
like me just now did that.
Yes. Like you're like, I will be marked. Like, I don't know what this is. You're like, oh, I am. Y'all cannot convince me.
I really tried to.
Knight, are you part of Lucifer?
I'm part of Azrael.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel very connected with Azrael. Like I've merged. Like that's one of. Yeah.
Can you hug Lucifer?
Yeah. Hold on. I think I have to put my phone on low battery mode. Hold on one sec.
You don't have a charger. Laser, whatever Whit said earlier.
Laser focus.
Laser focus. Oh, okay. All right, Lucifer. I don't
I know. Got to show the things. I don't know what that was.
Sorry, I had to put my phone in low battery mode. I'm back.
We heard you
Do
when
you
you announced
have?
it the first time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, laser focus. Do you need to go get your charger?
When I was doing the thing, I was having someone. Oh yeah, can you again? By the way,
Oh, did you need to go get your charger?
me. Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were talking to someone named Laser Focus.
Your name is Laser Focus?
You're laser focused because you pause.
Okay, yeah, I have my charger.
But Night, your pause is the best. Like everybody else, like they pause like this. And your pause is always this.
Like picture day.
Oh my god.
It's great.
I
Kate's
have
like,
my charger.
He's focusing again. He's laser focused.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah, Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I have chargers. We're good.
Okay, cool.
I think that while I was doing that, I was having intrusive anxiety, intrusive thoughts, like, like, oh shit, did I say something wrong? That kind of thing. Like, so I was like, I think I dissociated.
Oh, because I said hitting, and you were like, everybody's into something, and then I was like, don't make it dirty, and then you were like, I have been shamed.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't do shame.
That must be that's Ben is the same part of that oversoul. Ben's connected to Azrael too, so they go into shame house.
I relate to Ben a lot on that. Like, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. That guilt and shame is something I constantly am trying to work through, and like, just like I release it, I try to like take the pressure off myself to be, just to be all the things, like just, like, and just kind of let myself exist. And, but that, yeah, guilt and shame is something I really, like, that's something I struggle with a lot.
So is it part of that oversoul that needs to be, is there something that, because I get that Azrael and Lucifer, they're brothers, they need to hug. They need, like, something that needs to happen there.
We merge them first, like we merge the black and the white together. Can you merge that with your 7-year-old self?
Oh, okay.
First.
I thought.
Okay, so, should I do spirit if it's in, should I do my highest good or the highest good?
Your highest good, yep.
You do stuff with your hands, bro. Like, don't overthink it. Don't worry about the words. I don't care if it's a podcast. Do the things that make sense to you.
Yeah.
Hug me. Bring it in.
Bring it
in. Spirit if it's in my highest good. Please merge the black and the white entities together.
They're already together.
Now with 7-year-old you.
Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please merge the black and the white entities with my 7-year-old self. I'm feeling movement.
Don't you want to be evil like me? Don't you want to be... Have you ever seen The Descendants?
Mm-mm.
It's a Disney movie, and it's like the villain's kids. So it's like this island is all the like princes and princesses and all this stuff, and then there's this island over here, and it's all the like descendants of, the evils, whatever. And like Beauty and the Beast's kid, he grows up, and he's like, I want to give the kids a chance, like 4 or 5 of them, however many, and brings them over to coexist. And they're like, we love being evil, but then they don't actually, because like they've just been told they were evil their whole life. So
yeah, that makes sense. I feel like because I really doubled down as a kid. Like I thought I was bad, and then I kind of like pushed a part of myself down or avoided a part of myself through my teenage years, and I knew I wasn't in alignment with really like me. Like I feel like I really like put on a front, you know, like I really, yeah, I wasn't actually like the person I am today is like, you know, I'm actually allowing myself to be, you know, to be free and be myself and, you know, accept all parts of myself. But yeah, throughout my younger years and my teenage years, I really just put up fronts and didn't really allow myself, yeah, to get to know me
Can
fully.
you download all the stuff that you've done for yourself? But I mean, like, not overwhelmingly so, like, not mind melting, but to little you.
Hmm.
Like, can you? Because, okay, so I keep getting this. I keep getting, like, telling Amethyst, my kid, that they're a little shit, and then just going, with their eyebrows and stuff, like, I know I'm a fucking little shit, and I'm
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
great at being a little shit. There's a little bit of him, you know, little you that needs to to own it.
Yeah, definitely. Um, uh, what did you say I should try?
Downloading it unless Kate's seeing something different.
Nope.
Uh, so download
Do you
everything.
want to repeat? You want me to give you some words, babe?
Hmm.
Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
please download
please download
all of the, like, kind of like Katniss, but like all the nightness
all of the nightness
that I have become,
that I have become,
the balance,
the balance,
the integration,
the integration,
the awareness,
the awareness,
the self love,
the self-love,
the self empowerment,
the empowerment,
and the like
and the like
into Little Knight,
into Little Knight,
but conducive to what he needs.
but conducive to what he needs.
There you go.
A lot of movement. My whole body like leaned back and I'm slack. Like I feel relaxed.
I feel like you need to leave him a shirt. That's so weird. Like a shirt for him to put on.
Interesting.
Like to feel you.
Yeah, to feel like himself. Like just, it's like, even if it's in private or out in school or like something that he could get away with wearing, and it just made him feel like almost like an suit of armor, but it's like
Yeah.
a very him thing, a very you thing.
Hmm. Um, yeah, I feel like one shirt comes to mind, like a black, like I wear a lot of black shirts, you know, like
Uh-huh.
like I have this, I don't even know, I haven't even listened to the band, but it's like one of my dad's old shirts that I claimed as my, like as mine since I was
Yes,
young.
it's one of those. It's that. It's that.
It says She Wants Revenge on it, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of badass.
There's
Yeah.
only one song by theirs that's good, and then the rest of them I don't like.
Yeah, I haven't heard any like of them. It's just like, yeah, it's a band shirt that I just wear even though I don't know what the fuck they are, and I love that. But yeah, I think that's the shirt. That makes sense. Um, should
Because
I
it's
just?
something that he could wear. He feels like super masculine.
Hmm.
It's his dad's shirt. He's like, he feels, it's black, so it's a little bit edgy. It
Hmm.
says revenge on it.
Hmm.
Like, it's tough.
It makes sense, and I think he could get away with wearing it because I remember wearing a Sex Pistol shirt to school in third grade, and I remember it
Oh.
work out. So, so I feel like maybe this shirt could work out.
I was trying to get like Amethyst. I was like, hey, you want to do like a backpack or whatever? And they wanted to do like an Eddie from Stranger Things kind of shirt or like backpack.
Yep.
And then it was the Heathens Club or the Hellfire Club. And Amethyst was like, I can't fucking wear that to school. I can't wear any of this as Hellfire, Mom. What is wrong with you with like horns on it? I was
Still
like,
sounds,
yeah, but you go.
yeah.
But she goes into stealth mode. She can get away with wearing fucking anything. She doesn't get dress coded on anything. So something about Little Knight maybe can go into a little bit of stealth mode.
Hmm. Okay. Um, should I just kind of say, you know, please like leave this shirt for him as, you know, like armor for himself.
It looks like you just go and look for it and you're like, that one. And it gets
That one.
like flung to you or whatever this is.
I see him wearing it.
Okay.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Now you need to merge with it in this form of you if you feel comfortable with it.
Okay.
You're doing it, babe. You're already doing it.
Okay. I said spirit. That's good. Please merge.
Hey,
This.
he's melting. I don't know what that means. Not
I feel
human.
like I can feel us becoming like together, like, you know.
But I don't think you're supposed to look like a puddle. Like very heavy.
Okay. Should
You
I
could say calibrate us. Calibrate me, cleanse and purify me, and that's it.
spirit is in my highest good, please calibrate me and cleanse and purify me.
It's like if you asked an AI what night diamond looked like.
Am I becoming solid again? Or am I still a puddle?
No, you're becoming solid again.
Yeah.
But like a molding, like Kat said. So it's funny. I don't know, still keep looking over my shoulder like you're expecting something, like expecting the anxious to come back. Like
Part of me who feels like still like I'm still grappling with, yeah, like I don't know, like I still feel, you know, anxious or like guilt and shame still.
it's almost like you're looking for it to come back to you. Like you're like, I didn't really do this healing. Like
Yeah,
where is my guilt and shame?
you're right. Mm-hmm.
Can you put your fist through that? Yeah. Put it through the guilt and shame and the looming anxiousness.
I feel like what's happening is I'm expecting myself to get off this live, and then I'm expecting myself to feel guilty and bad about, or like pick myself apart.
Yeah. Put your
Mhm.
fucking fist through that. I'm so serious. It's
Okay.
looming there. And then because if you don't feel it, you're gonna make yourself fucking feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What's
Very
that commercial where it's like blah, blah, blah? Oh, that's Terry Crews. The Terry Crews commercial. Where it's like blah,
I don't know what
blah,
you're talking about.
blah.
Yeah.
Odor blocking with Old Spice. And it's Terry Crews in underwear, and he's like blocking the odor, and he's like blah, blah, blah. It's night.
Oh.
All I thought of when you said that was, I think, Lil Jon being like, shots, 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 shots.
Shut, everybody.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please activate my fists of truth to punch through the looming intrusive thoughts, anxiety, and shame that I'm waiting for.
It made me burp, so that's weird.
Okay, I'm moving forward.
How come there's part of this live, like how come there's part of working with you that I can like, it's like, oh, I can help with this. And then there's other parts where it's like Kat's not allowed in. Not like not on purpose, and it's not in a like, how come I'm not invited? It's there is something there. I don't know if it's that shame part or something, like that you're like, I don't want, and it's not just I don't want to be seen on the live, I don't want Kat to see this part.
Like a
I don't,
shame?
a little bit like a shame, but it's like like we're hanging out, we're doing good, and then all of a sudden you like duck behind this like wall, and then we're doing good or whatever. And even though I'm right here, I'm listening. It's not on like those parts are not on my clipboard because you're like, nope, that's my thanks. It's,
I think it is, like, honestly, coming on the live is honestly a really big deal for me, I think, in my healing, because I think I can be really guarded. I have a lot of trouble, I think, it's my kind of worry of like letting people in, like being seen, um, like, yeah, just,
Night, your presence is amazing. The first time, not only like your presence in the comments, right? Okay. So that was good enough. Like that was great. Then I had a session with you and I was like, whoa, like I understand we're not, I'm like, I was attracted to your presence. I was attracted to you. And it was like, I gotta let you know so we can deal with this and figure this shit out real quick because that happens sometimes. So it like inseparated. Then you'll show up in like a Zoom class and it's like, oh, great night's here. He's so charismatic. He's so great. And then on the live, even your still shots are so fucking charismatic when you're frozen. So like, what the fuck is this?
I need to.
Like you're magnanimic. You're great.
So much.
Magnanimous.
It really
That's
means,
it. That's the word.
yeah, that's like, I really appreciate that. Like, I think myself, I'm like, I love y'all, like, I already, like, they already love you, or like, I don't need to feel that, like, that I'm not, like, that feeling of being unworthy, or unworthy of healing, unworthy of, you know, friends, or unworthy of making connections with others, and like being seen for who I am. And I think I just really, it's something that's why I really wanted to go on the live, because I really wanted to just like put myself out there and be like, and kind of just like let myself face a fear of being judged by others, or fear of, like, I think I have a past life where I could hear everyone's thoughts all the time, and I could hear their thoughts about me. And I think it's even in this life, it's something I have to like, I have to
That's a
shield.
sensory control knob thing. I don't know if you ever heard us talk about that. Because I do
Mhm.
too. And I just am like, wow, I'm really not interested. You could tell them no too.
Yeah.
You say
And
no.
I think I kind of, I'm always trying to see myself through other people's eyes, and a lot of times I do see myself not, like, not in a, I see myself, although like I try to see, like, I pick myself apart, in ways.
Okay, so I was talking to Kate about this, and I was also talking to Helen. I don't know if she's still in here because she's in a different part of the world, but I was talking to her today on the phone. What we look like, right? Who we are physically, whether we change our hair, whether we change like what kind of clothes we wear, all the image that we put forward, whether we agree with it or not necessarily, or our physical attributes are specifically connected to the people that are drawn to us to watch us, that need our message. So like I spent a good bit of time going through the timelines trying to figure out why my teeth were crooked. And I had to realize that it was connected to timelines, and that you can actually chart in my videos when they straighten a little, when they get crooked, even more crooked, the overbite changes. I had to like, how much time did I spend trying to get my sight? And then I was like, no, you know what? I'm a fucking feeler. Or like when I wear eyeliner, or when I don't wear eyeliner, or the color that I dye my hair, it brings in a certain audience, or the birthmark that I have. So that being said, what about the way that you look and your persona is there for others? Like, what do others, put yourself in someone else's shoes for a minute, and it's going to feel kind of uncomfortable, but what are people going to gain? Like, if you were looking at you, what would you be attracted to you about in this moment?
Hmm.
Right now, I want to know. Like, super uncomfortable. What
Yeah.
about you, if you
I,
were watching this live, would you be attracted to hear, to
I
listen
feel,
to you?
I feel like, honestly, my openness and my, like, I do try to bring a lot of like love and, like, just, yeah, like, honesty, vulnerability, and I feel like a really friendly person. Like I feel like I am like a very like I think the biggest thing I'm attracted to about myself really is the fact that no matter who you are, I will welcome you, and like I will like, you know, I am very like welcoming as a person, like, and I will like I want to get to know you, and I want to understand you, and I want you to feel seen and heard and have like feel safe with me. You know, I think I'm attracted to that about myself. I think my smile is cute. This is definitely uncomfortable. um, you know, I think that I like my facial hair. This is my antennas. You know, like my you know my safe place, like my fuzziness. The external things, yeah, like you know, it's like my smile, I like my shoulders. You know,
Did you know you can see your aura quite clearly against that screen or that color?
yeah, that's actually one of the. I'm like you, Kat, where I feel mostly, but I do see. I see auras. I can see auras. I can see. I do have like I can see too, but it's not like I think I do see my aura and you know pretty clearly. Yeah.
You talking though is making like I want to cough, I want to throw up, I don't feel good. I'm turning red, I want to cry.
Hmm.
Would it help if you knew like the bluntness of how do I put this? Of like what people actually see the first impression? Would that help?
Whether it's good or bad, would you like to see an honest perspective through Kate can look through other people's eyes or like a general I'll be like, why are they getting this? And she's like, hold on, I have to watch your video. Okay, 30% of the people feel like this. 50% of the people feel like this. 20% of the people feel like this. Oh, wait, never mind. That's 18%. There's 2% that actually feel like this about it. And then before I post it, sometimes I'll be like, okay, let me change this word. And she's like, sorry, I can't hold on.
Maybe the factual thing isn't what you need. It was just a question of like maybe you would like this better.
I'm totally down. I'm down to hear it. You know, honestly, I feel like
not according to Kat's consensus.
oh man, I yeah, I guess you know I guess if
It literally feels like I'm scared out of, like, not scared. It's like, I will throw up if I hear this stuff. I will throw the fuck up if I hear this stuff. I don't want to hear it. Whether it's good, quote unquote, or bad, quote unquote, I don't fucking want to hear it. I am fine with my vision of myself. Thank you very much.
That's
I think
fine.
I'm trying to be very
Okay,
much.
you want to hear, I'm going to have Kate do it for me. The people in the live, there's 24 people in the live.
Okay. What do you want to know? What their
See,
first
you have to be
impression?
direct with it. You have to be direct with it. Okay, Kate, when I am visibly throwing up, how does that make people feel?
Oh my gosh, that girl is in pain. This is somebody that doesn't know you. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. What about me talking about my teeth being crooked?
Oh, honey. No. And it's like we're not saying anything. There's no judgment on her teeth. That's really weird. I don't know who did that become.
It's like when someone's like, I feel like I'm not fat at all. And they're like, you're so cute. And it's like, I didn't say I was ugly.
It's like, you know, yeah, fat is bad thing. You know, yeah, yeah.
It's like a very like tut. Oh.
Don't say, oh, it's Janine. Janine,
Damn it.
damn it. No, Kat, your teeth are fine. You're beautiful. Janine, shut up. I love you. Just, Spirit, please undo that. Janine's the best. So would you like, she just can like tune into stuff.
I'm down.
Well, what I
Yeah.
want to do is these people that have never seen you before, all I did was ask their or look at their reaction. I can do that, and I did. Okay. Your eyebrow to hair ratio on your forehead is very alluring. You have nice eyebrows. There is a resemblance to Adam Sandler. That is interesting. Look at those cheeks. Oh my gosh.
That's
Those are
actually
the
really funny. My mom dated him.
what?
That's weird. Funny. Well, now I told everybody that.
That's great.
Oh, Adam. That's the things. Those are the 4 things.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you everyone for, for like hyping me up and helping me and, being so just like kind in the comments and yeah.
No, but Kate's not being like, I gotta make this really clear. She's not cherry picking the things.
Oh yeah.
She's
Totally.
not, so if
Okay,
it
It's
was
great.
this is
like that
completely
negative
authentic
stuff,
because
Mhm.
I don't do the feelings thing. I know you know
Totally.
that. You've been watching my videos
Yeah,
long
totally,
enough.
totally. Yeah. No, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone in general, just like because I see their comments and like yeah, I appreciate everybody. But yeah,
Someone
it's
is
and
really focused on your cheeks, though. I got that just now. I didn't even mean to either. There's like, and those cheeks.
thank you.
Anyway,
okay, Kate,
Honestly,
can you channel something for me
yeah.
for about night?
Okay.
Hmm, if he was to start making more, not saying that you have to, just saying, if he was to start making more spiritual content on TikTok, um, how big of a crowd would he draw in just on his presentation alone?
That's really weird. Instead of an answer, it gave me a rope. A rope fell down, and it just showed me him climbing it. Like it's not gonna matter. It's all about the journey.
Right, for him, but I mean,
I know it's like I gotta y'all got. She has to be so specific. It's so
okay.
weird the way this works.
Okay. Okay, if he was to start talking about his childhood journey, like how you do your cheeseburger stuff,
Hmm.
which isn't necessarily spiritual content, that is personal, the mind of Kate kind of stuff. If Knight was to start doing the mind of Knight kind of content, would he, like, how quickly would a crowd be enticed to listen and relate to?
It's gonna start in the 200s. Why does it go up by 200s? It always goes up by 200s.
Okay, if he was to talk about his, like, just spiritual story times or whatever, or just as like a daily vlog, are there people, okay, basically I'm trying to get like, where does his lighthouse need to point? And it doesn't mean that he needs to, but like, who is looking for him in the storm?
This is something I think about all the time, actually,
Like,
because
what is the topic that helps people the most that he could focus his light and it helps people come to shore?
The
Because once he has a
climb.
start point, he can go like this
The
and
climb.
expand out. The climb?
The climb. The journey.
Okay,
like
from what to what? Like,
How
what's the
night
start
became
off
night
point?
today.
that makes sense to me.
That's it. It makes sense to you? Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's
that
very
makes sense.
much like, it's the climb. I don't even know that
Hmm.
song.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely it's been a journey since like it's been a 7 year journey. Like I feel like I mean it could be even longer than that, but it's 7 years ago is when I think it really started, like a huge tower moment, and then it started rolling from there, like who I am today.
Rolling with the homies. Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah. I think about this a lot because I always think about kind of like I'm actually in a good place in my life, and I am at peace with how things are right now. Like me just like I really have come to a really like amazing place right now. And I'm always obviously looking to keep growing and kind of push and face my
You're 5 knots up on the rope.
interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. Um, I always think about like I had a for instance, I used to, before I really had like a spiritual awakening, you know, whatever you want to call it, I used to want to be a therapist. That was my goal. And then I realized I couldn't
Why?
do,
Why did you want to be a therapist?
I, one of my abilities is really like, I listen to others and I can just understand what they need, like what they need to be, like what they need to hear, or just, um, what they need to be like validated on, like what's I can really get a picture, like a full on picture of what is going on, like in someone's life, in someone's feelings. I've always been drawn to helping others in that way. But I realized that I could not do it through like institution. I couldn't do it through like that hard work mentality. Like I couldn't do it in a I could not do it through college or through like I realized like that was not my path. Like I realized that the way I can help others and help the world and help myself couldn't be through those type of means. And then I went through a whole kind of dealing with that and then realizing, okay, I don't need an institution. I don't need a degree to help others. You know, in whatever way, you know, that I can and that I need to. And even if I just like help my friends or family, like that's also good enough to me. But there was always a part of me of trying to figure out like, then I thought, oh, am I supposed to be, you know, having my own, like, you know, healing? Am I supposed to have my own, you know, like, whether it's a business or whatever, like, it's not even about the money for me. Like, just having like another way or outlet to help others this way. And then I realized also that it's like, maybe that's not also like, that's not how, I don't know, like that I need to go about things. So it's been a constant, like, I am at peace with my life, but I know that there are things I can do to help others, but it's not going to look in a very, it's not going to look in a normative, it's not going to look in like,
Do you want to know what it looks like?
yeah.
What I'm going to walk you through seeing it so other people can follow along for themselves. And then, since you're more of a feeler, maybe Kate can help with the eyes part. So,
Yeah.
so you're going to say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
please show me
please show me
on my physical human timeline
on my physical human timeline
of current day me,
of current day me,
future me,
future me,
living their purpose
living their purpose
while helping others.
while helping others.
It's hot. I feel like you're outside somewhere.
I feel like Little Nicky. It took me to the tower of Little Nicky.
I am seeing a lighthouse. Like I do see that image. Like it's interesting because what I'm doing now, like my goals right now, it's like, for instance, I am that for my family and my friends. Like I want to be a safe place, a safe house for everyone who needs it. Like me and my partner are trying to move right now to a house because
Dude,
and
this feels like a camp counselor.
interesting.
Why are you zooming out of the camp counselor or the lighthouse?
I don't. I think my mind's just showing me all kinds of things, and I'm having trouble. Or um, I do like. It's hard to separate what I in my mind, like. It's hard to see. I guess like I have trouble seeing sometimes. Like I do feel I'm feeling a lot, but I don't. I have a lot.
You're doubting the stuff that you feel based off of the things that we say, but it can be all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
It can be inside the tower, inside the lighthouse as a camp counselor. It can
Yeah.
be all of it together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could totally see all of that.
Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought about like a counselor of sort? Because it's like, that makes sense with the rope. I don't know. That makes sense with the
Mm-hmm.
helping younger you, helping with the journey, sharing your journey, that like presence that you have, being a therapist but not being a therapist, like
Yeah.
helping people in their vulnerable times in order to
Mm-hmm.
have a safe space to move forward.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a youth minister at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And my youth minister was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, listen, just because you saved yourself for marriage and didn't drink or didn't do any drugs or anything, that's great for you, but I will be able to relate to the children. Thank you very much, because I was a heathen. So I can relate to them.
You son of a bitch.
I think that this resistance from me, or like it's like I'm constantly stuck in this in-between place where on one side, I'm like, I'm happy and content with my life. I'm happy with the direction my life is going. I like the dreams I have are like, oh, have a house, like have it be a safe place for friends, for family, whoever needs to stay with us, like have this like.
You keep saying friends and family, but you're supposed to be with strangers. I don't know why that keeps sticking out to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know friends and family are your safe spot, which is odd because for most people, friends and family is not the safe spot. It's strangers, but
mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like this in between where that's what I want, but I'm always like, is there something more like there that could fulfill just me, like and make me feel, like I'm doing the thing that I can, I'm always in that in between, like things are good. Why is there something I want more?
Okay, so on the Google Maps, right? It's like you in this little peg point, like you as this little person, right? And it's almost like you're looking up at this great big world.
Yeah.
Like, is there something more? Okay, change your perspective. And I want you to look down at little you.
Yeah.
No, do it, fucker. Okay. Okay, all of that big greatness of the world, push it together with your hands and stuff it inside your own head, like you did those little dolls of you.
Okay, let me try to. I have my phone hooked up to the charger. Okay.
Don't try to get out of this, motherfucker. No.
Just put this, see if I can prop
Get
this
out
up.
of this.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, and then so say it again. Oh. I'm trying. Okay.
You're looking down. Look down at yourself. You as you are now. Take all this grandiosis, like world, universe, all the like grand scheme of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it all together and stuff it down inside of yourself now. You have to get one of those stick things and stuff it down. It reminds me of when Witchfoot was packing the oils.
I get what you mean.
Get a
It's like
pestle.
I feel like I'm like churning butter.
Get a pestle.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and now jump inside there.
Blue sky dude, we can too.
That literally is what it looks like.
All that, what is that fucking, it's all that stuff, all that good stuff or whatever, that's in you. Like, you are that. That is you. You are, instead of looking out, realize you're already doing it. So, in order to do the things, like, I did a series not that long ago about, like, me before my spiritual awakening. I was already doing the things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing the things, just being me.
Mm-hmm.
Kate does the mechanical things, right? How fucking spiritual is the shit that she fucking does? And she's just Kate doing things with the like airplanes and the engines and things.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's absolutely.
How many times just being you? Like if you keep looking out here,
Looking outside
it's
of
not.
yourself instead of looking in. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what's some stuff that you naturally do? What is
Mm.
something? So we've already looked at like what do you look like? How is your journey? What would you talk about? Your journey. Okay. What is something that is very night that you already do that people are like, oh my God, bro, when you go like this, that is so fucking you, bro. Oh my God, when I saw this, it reminded me of you. I heard this song, reminded me of you, or saw this movie, it
Hmm.
reminded me of you. What
Hmm.
is something that is very night?
When I laugh, like, I think people, like, that's one thing. I laugh a lot. It's just like I'm always laughing, and like, yeah, like I think that's something that people always tell me or like comment on. Like,
What heals in other people with your laughter?
I think it makes people feel like they can be silly, they can be themselves, they can be at home. Like, um,
Okay. So what does it do to the energy around them?
I think it brightens. I think it lightens the energy
Mm-hmm.
around them. Like,
It's
even if
like
I
an
anxious laugh,
icebreaker.
I think it transmutes. Like, even if I laugh out of anxiety, I think it still transmutes whatever the anxiety is.
Yep.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. It does. Okay, so what do you do for your like quote unquote human job?
I'm in a very so I don't actually work
You can
for.
say nothing, Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do for your human hobby?
I play video games with
What
like
do you
friends all the
do?
time.
What kind of video games do you like?
Um, I love Dead by Daylight because it's
Perfect.
kind of like a teamwork type of game where we can work together and strategize and try to win as a team. And that's why I love that game, and I play that
What
with
role
folks.
do you play when you play that game?
I play the utility. I do everything. Like, I heal everybody. I do all the gens. I make sure that I fit the slot that is needed on the team.
It's interesting. It's kind of what Ben and Shannon do too.
Hmm.
That's one of Shaden's favorite games.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh my
Ben's
god,
really like the errand
that's
boy of
awesome.
things too.
I would totally play with y'all. That'd be hilarious.
You know, they have this new thing. It's called Wi-Fi and internet. You can
It's
like play games with each other. I don't know if you've ever heard of it,
Yeah, yeah.
but you
Online
actually can
multiplayer.
like it's a thing. It's a
Hmm.
thing these days. The kids are doing it.
I think, yeah, I think Kat's
Hmm.
exaggerating a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you can do it.
Okay, so your it's utilitarian. Is that like the role? Is that what you would call?
I like to I like to kind of like, like you can use perks in that game. Each perk, like, helps with a different thing. I always pick perks that help us fix the gens, also help save someone when I unhook them, also helps, like, I kind of fill the utility slot that like the everything.
Name that. It's a healing. What do you want to name it?
I've been trying to think of this actually, like, since the healing Zoom class, because I was like, I feel like I do it when I play this game. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe it's like I want to. I think it has to do with like teamwork. You like a. It's very
Can
like
you
work
apply
together,
it to
solve a
our
problem.
Can you apply it to our friend group?
Like you, me,
Think of
like
how you would
or
phrase it. No, no. I love you and all, but to Kate and Shaden and Ben and me, whatever you would call it, if it's in the highest good and our soul's consent, apply
hmm
it to our friend group.
it's the autistic in me. I'm always like, I need like the little, like, give what like tell me what you mean. Give me those literal instructions. Okay. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, um, should I just apply it, or do I have to like make it first? Or
You
Apply
already
it and
made it.
see what comes out.
You've already
No,
made
you
okay,
it.
already made it.
um, I think I want to call it just the Dead by Daylight, like DBD
Well, fucking do it then. Just
teamwork
apply
utility
it.
game. Okay. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please apply my Dead by Daylight teamwork utility healing to Kat and Kate's whole friend group as needed.
You took a lot of weight off of me. I had a backpack on I didn't realize I had. I was carrying too much.
Your
I feel like
needles
that's why
are
you're getting
coming.
camp counselor vibes. Also, like or like in that game, I feel like a camp counselor. Like
Okay,
what
what
I'm
did you
doing in
say,
the
Kate?
game.
There was a bunch of needles that came out of my left eye. I don't know what that means.
Because we put a lot of pressure on you to see the things, do we not?
I guess. I
So
don't
you
know.
see all the things. I know you don't like what I'm getting from that is it's like you have to see all the things all the time.
Uh-huh.
And so there's no, it's like an overwhelming amount of unable to process. It's probably why it hurts so much sometimes
Oh, maybe.
when you're looking at our friend group stuff.
That makes sense.
Okay, Knight, what happened with Ben when you did that? I feel like you gave him like instructions and a new map.
That makes sense to me. In the
Okay,
game,
and
you
what
can
did you
give
give
maps.
to, okay, what did you give to Shaden or
Toolbox,
do
like
for
a
him?
toolbox. I feel like wrench, like
New equipment? Is that what you said?
New equipment,
I'm
where did
saying-
you send him to work?
so in the game, he'd be working on the gens. He would be like working on the generators to like he's needed almost behind the scenes, but in the like he's doing so much work for the team. Like how do I explain that? But
He's doing
he's
so
doing
much work
mechanical
for the
things.
team, so much work for the team that he's always falling asleep. Quite literally, we're all sitting there chillaxing and he's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So
always in the
can
background
your,
doing something.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
is there a way that we could maybe like what do you see happening for him? Because we've been working on this for a while, trying to
Uh-huh.
figure out how to help him with this. And it was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe he does the things in his sleep. Maybe it's work. Maybe he
Mm-hmm.
needs to do something that's more conducive to like his passion.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you see from your game perspective that character, like if you were to picture it, he's struggling, he's falling asleep, and he's doing all these things behind the scene. How would you help him? What would you give him in that game? Or unload from him?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'm seeing a couple perks in the game that I feel like he needs both like adrenaline and sprint burst. Like he needs like a um like it's like the energy, like it's like a burst of energy that helps like get the stuff done. I'm trying to like think.
How what form does that come in? Is it like an orb? Is it a scroll? Is it a food item? Like what does when you give that to them, is it just a click of a button or is it a thing?
Okay. So Shaden, like it's like, so you're saying that Shaden falls asleep a lot and like y'all are not sure like like or y'all are not sure like
Oh my God,
if
do you see his aura flickering while he does this? So fucking cool. Sorry, keep going.
I haven't been
will
looking at his
will you say
screen. I've
will
been
you say
looking.
again
Yeah.
will you say again what what y'all are working on with Shaden, or what's the thing that you're trying to figure out?
Him falling asleep literally while we're talking to him because he's doing so many things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's almost like his battery needs to be recharged. Like
Yeah.